What is up, Festival Tales fam? Thank you for returning to the podcast. We've got a special, funny one today for EDC Las Vegas. That's right, we're telling a story from EDC. But before we get started, guys, a few housekeeping things, guys. Number one, please like the podcast on all platforms. Give us a subscription on YouTube. That helps out a ton. We greatly appreciate you guys. We are going to be pushing the YouTube a little bit more now that we've got that up and running. Secondly, guys, we have a Patreon, guys. If you can support us, support the Patreon. All funds are going to help fund the podcast. We've got some special things coming up that we really are excited for, and it would help any way possible if you could subscribe to the Patreon. Second off, you can follow me and Bella, or third off, actually, you can follow me and Bella in the description below. We'll have that in there. And without further ado, I introduce my co-host, Miss Bella News. What's up? What's up? How are we cooking? Back in the studio
Hello,
today.
hello.
She has
What's
had
up?
quite the moves, guys. You guys have no idea the things she has been through the last couple of weeks since we started recording. It has been a madhouse, but I digress. I'll let
Yes.
her share if she feels like it.
Yeah, so I moved from New York to Denver to be closer to the base heads. Obviously, that was the only reason. And everything that could go wrong did, but we're here and quick turnaround, but we're packing for EDC. So heading there tomorrow. Should be a good time, but have nothing figured out yet. So per usual.
Her usual fashion. That's gonna be crazy going to EDC with no idea what the plans are. I love that you can do that. I would be freaking out, but we'll
Tentative
dive
idea.
in.
Tentative idea. But nothing set in stone. We'll see how
I
this goes. I don't know.
We'll see how it goes. I understand. I totally understand. All right. Well, without further ado, what story do you got for us today? I'm ready. Let's dive into it.
It is an EDC story. I think it is a cute one, but we're gonna find out. It starts with my story that turned into our story. Bro.
Aw,
Oh, I
heart,
know.
heart's already skipping a beat.
No, I'm like that line alone, dude. My story that turned into our story. I was sitting on the floor at EDC 2019 watching the fireworks with my best friend. I asked a random guy to help me stand up. We started talking, and for the next 3 days, we were inseparable. He brought me the cutest pants at a rave so I wouldn't freeze. After that, he flew to Austin, Texas to come hang out with me and my friend and get to know me better. He took a leap of faith to come meet some girl in Texas when he was stationed in Arizona for the military. You could just give me a minute. That's cute. We got married the following year at EDC Las Vegas, where we met. This festival means the world to us. For Pasquale to make it happen this year means the world to us to be able to reunite under the electric sky. This year has been incredibly tough for us to be apart due to military restrictions. This is our festival story. And then there's a heart emoji at the end.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's cute. That's like, see, that's the kind of story that I think everyone, not everyone, I don't want to speak for everyone, but a lot of people that go to EDC, they're like, they either joke about it, but like kind of subconsciously want to just meet someone under the electric sky and, get married. Like there's like some romantic aspects to EDC. I think it is also a very heavily romanticized festival.
Mhm.
Rightfully so. They do an incredible job. They know what they're doing, but there are just like more so than other festivals, I'd say there are romantic aspects to that festival, including the chapel, and just like
Yeah. Yeah, you mean the place where people can legit get married?
yeah, like there's like multiple ways. I think there's like a couple places you can get married inside the festival grounds, which is nutty. More festivals started doing it since then. I think I've seen it at Bonnaroo as well, but yeah, it's just it's like underneath the electric sky. You're listening to very euphoric electronic music, usually on the main stage. Um, it's a very like that's just like a very cute EDC story. I think it's the EDC story that all us single folk may want. subconsciously.
Yeah, we us single folk. Yeah, just two single Pringles here,
Yeah,
admiring a lovely love story. And not, not sad about it at all. I mean,
not
super
mad, not mad at all.
not mad at all.
Not
No,
better. Don't even like men.
super happy for it. But I would have to agree with you with meeting and finding your significant other under the electric sky. I think that's a thing in the rave scene, 100%. I also think that festival in particular, the the chances of like meeting somebody and then like hooking up are just like slim to none because of just how like long it goes for, if that makes sense. Like you have to meet someone and then you have to talk them up till 5 a.m., get in a car, wait an hour in traffic, get back at 7. You have to talk them up this entire time and keep it going and then get back at like 7:30, 8 a.m. and then hook up. I don't think so. Now, Camp EDC, I guess, could be different, but it's the same scenario. It's the same thing. Like you're getting back at like 5, 6 a.m. The sun is coming up. You've been dancing for 13 hours. Like the odds, in my opinion, are stacked against you. So it's way more of a like, hey, let's meet up again tomorrow and hang out. And we're gonna hang out for 3 days and
Yeah.
then I'll talk to you after. Like I
Well,
just
look,
don't
like,
see it. Like it can happen, I'm sure, but I just don't see how that's like I went to EDC Las Vegas with my previous girlfriend and exhausted, exhausted. Just fell asleep on the ride home, got in the hotel, showered, collapsed. Like
well, I also don't think a lot of people do festivals the way that we do festivals.
I mean that's true, but I mean I think
Something that like you open your heart to and you are actually getting enough sleep. I could see how it could happen. I
what
don't
I'm
know.
saying though is like I just don't think there's enough. There's no way of getting enough sleep that weekend. Like there's
Yeah,
just no way. Like there's just it is such a long like wait, okay, is the one coming up your first EDC?
my second.
Second. Okay, so yeah, It is
Yeah, I didn't
it
sleep for
is
3 days.
just
So
it is just a long night. It is a marathon of a night.
yeah.
I guess I'll give you this. On like day 1, it's a lot easier than on day 3.
Yeah, on day 3. Wait, did they specify what day it was?
Well,
No, they didn't.
she said they hung out, they were inseparable the rest of the time, the next 3 days. So I'm assuming from
Probably day.
her description it was day 1.
So moral of the story is you can find the love of your life at EDC, but it has to be on day 1. That's what I'm gathering from
It has to be at day 1. No, I think
yeah.
it could be any day. I
All
think
bets are off and you're single another year.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I just think yeah,
Yeah, no, it's
because
I
like
could see
other
it happen. I know that like the whole Rave Bay thing happens. Like I've found Rave Bays on the last day of a festival before.
yeah,
Um,
no, I'm not
maybe
saying you can't
generic,
have a
obviously not, but
I'm not saying you can't have a rave bay like at any point in the festival. I'm just saying on the idea of like meeting somebody at EDC, specifically at EDC, and like you kind of getting to know each other for 3 days. That's like probably the best festival where like you just the other factors are not going to contribute because it's like it's just so exhausted later on that you're like, yeah, I'll just see you tomorrow. Like I'm so tired.
Mhm.
I'm not going home with you. Like,
Yeah, no, it definitely lays the ground to build that relationship, I guess.
yeah, because like if you go to a festival in like a little city and it ends at 11:30, like you could just be like, we're having an after party at my place. Are you coming or what? Like, or you can, hey, we're going to an after party. And then, but like, you're not getting home at like 8 a.m. and then going out it. Like, you're just not.
Yeah.
Very rarely. I'm not saying, I'm sure there's some people that are going to be like, no, we could do that. Yeah, you could, but the odds are against you.
Yeah, the odds are against you. I get, yeah, I get what you're I
But
don't know.
if anywhere, that's the way to do it. I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of other met and fell in love stories at other festivals. I'm definitely not saying you can't do that. I'm just saying think this is yeah, I definitely think this is a place that it could happen.
Yeah. I mean, I think the whole concept, the whole stigma around rave bass is very real, but sometimes it leads to something more. I don't know. So I guess that it's like nice to see that this isn't just like another rave bass story where you spend all weekend with someone and then you just go your separate ways or someone goes to someone else, which is a tale as old as time. This
Yeah.
is this happened, and spending 3 days getting to know someone, you're definitely right, because EDC is a long weekend. So you don't really, if you're putting in that type of effort, um,
And to meet
but
up with them at EDC, like how
yeah, and
crowded it is, it's not easy it's
so how
hard enough to
did
meet
you
up
find
with
each other?
my go ahead, it broke up there. Sorry, what was that?
Oh, I'm just like asking, how did you find each other on day two? It's
Like
crazy.
it was hard enough to meet up with my friends if we went to different sets. Like
Mhm.
it takes some effort to meet up with your group or someone you want to meet up with to like find them. And it's like legit, like at EDC, it's not easy.
Yeah. No, it's not easy, but I think that, if you find someone really incredible while you're there, that becomes a big priority for the weekend as
Yeah.
well. You
And
know,
this brings up another point.
marriage, which these people, I guess, to some extent did. Um, you know, love finds a way.
Love finds a way. This brings up another point though, which is if you are trying to meet up with someone who you think you both are interested in one another and they're not being super helpful in like meeting up, they're being very vague, they're not really texting right away. It's probably your sign to just put the phone away and have your own fun.
Yeah. No, that's the lesson that I've learned is that, if you're not going to give me like 110%, I'm not either.
Oh no,
Like,
like I think in both parties, if the guy wants to meet up with the girl and the girl wants to meet up with the guy, they're gonna make it happen. It's not gonna be like we're on the left side. It's gonna be like, hey, you know, we're by this, or hey, I'll come out and get you and bring you to my group, and vice
yeah,
versa. It's
no, it's
definitely like it's
minimum. And if you're not getting the bare minimum, I mean, just go to the festival for the reason you went, which is probably not to find your husband or wife or partner. It is probably to have a good time with your friends. So go do that.
100%,
Don't go out of your way
100%.
to for someone that won't go out of their way for you. On period.
That's on T. We're done. Boom, drop the hammer.
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, I agree. I agree. And you said something there too. Sorry, it just made me think of something else. We should have ended on that note. That was a really good note to end on. But but um going to festivals, I feel like going to festivals to just have fun ends up being way better than if you go with the intent of like, I'm gonna find a Rave Bae and yada yada. And then if you don't, you like, you know what I mean? Like then it's like, it just goes, it's just better for you to just go and have fun. And if something happens, it happens.
Yeah.
Don't overthink it.
Yeah. No, I was like thinking about it because usually that's why I go. I never, I met enough men that about a year ago I quit dating. I gave it up because, if you've met them, you understand, unfortunately. No offense to you. You're a lovely, very lovely young man. But in my experience, I was just like, I don't know what's going on, whatever. So I just go for that reason. But I was thinking earlier today, I was like, what if EDC do be presenting opportunities like that? Because everyone is there. So that was the first time I think in a very long time where that thought has crossed my mind. So, but I also don't want to jinx it because I know that if I look for someone at EDC, it won't go well. It won't go well, um, for a variety of.
Oh,
you can't will something into existence that isn't supposed to happen. And stuff like that usually happens when you least expect it. So I'm kind of like, what if? But
Yeah,
also, I'm not looking for that.
I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. But you know what? Props to you for getting back there. Get
I
back out
know.
there.
I'm giving you guys one more chance. One more
Yeah,
chance.
gentlemen, step it up. If you're going EDC, step it up. And if
No,
anyone wants to, huh?
I'm probably just gonna do what I always do and have a really fun weekend with my friends.
Absolutely.
Not about in the slightest.
Absolutely. With that note, I think we end on three really good points there.
We do.
Always go with the intention to have fun. They're not giving you effort. Don't give it back. And there was a third one, and I totally forgot it. What was the third?
I don't know. It's been a week. I feel
Oh, we were busy, guys. Okay, there's two good points to end on. Go with the intention of having fun.
we're gonna go with the two. Yeah, I think
And
that
yeah, go to the intention of having fun. And if they put in effort, put the effort back. Otherwise, not worth your time. Great, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning into this week's episode. Make sure to give us a like, give us a follow, sign up for the Patreon. We got fun things coming there. Check us out on YouTube and all podcast platforms. Without further ado, peace.
he's